Who truly reigns in the kingdom of endurance and ferocity? Is it the creature of myth and legend, the whispering phantom of the northern forests, or is it the cackling matriarch of the sun-scorched plains, a being whose power is often misunderstood? We look to the lion, the tiger, the bear, as icons of raw strength. Yet, in the shadows of these giants, two other predators have perfected the art of survival. They are masters of their domains, sculpted by millennia of hardship: the gray wolf and the spotted hyena. They stand as testaments to nature's relentless drive for perfection, a silent, ongoing contest for an unseen crown. This is not a simple question of claw against tooth. It is a far more profound inquiry into the very nature of power. Does dominance lie in the patient, strategic pursuit across miles of frozen tundra? Is it found in the stamina that can outlast any prey? Or is it defined by a single decisive act of overwhelming force? The bone-crushing power of a jaw that knows no equal. In one corner, we have the gray wolf, an animal synonymous with teamwork and relentless pursuit. In the other, the spotted hyena, a creature of formidable strength, complex social intelligence, and a bite that can splinter the thickest bone with ease. To pit them against one another is to create a paradox. It is a clash of ecosystems, a collision of evolutionary philosophies. The wolf represents the cold, calculated efficiency of the northern wilderness. It is a creature born of long, dark winters and the need for cooperative success. The hyena, conversely, is a product of Africa's harsh abundance and brutal competition. It embodies opportunistic power, a pragmatic and often ruthless approach to life and death. Their confrontation would be more than a physical battle. It would be a conflict of worlds, a test of which survival strategy is ultimately superior. So, let us journey into this heart of darkness, this theoretical arena where two of nature's most successful predators might meet. We will peel back the layers of myth and misunderstanding. We will examine the cold, hard evidence etched into their DNA, their bones, and their behavior. We will explore the deep history that shaped them into the ultimate survivors they are today. The question of who would win is not just for sport. It forces us to look deeper into the unsettling truths of the natural world, a world where the lines between strength, intelligence, and sheer will are forever blurred. The story of the gray wolf begins in the Pleistocene, a time of immense ice sheets and profound cold. This was a world of giants, woolly mammoths, giant deer, and formidable cave bears. It was in this unforgiving landscape that the ancestors of Canis lupus were forged. Survival was not a matter of singular might. It was a game of endurance, of intelligence, and of something truly revolutionary: the pack. The wolf became a master of the long game, a creature designed not for the explosive sprint, but for the soul-crushing, relentless marathon. This is its ancient inheritance, a legacy of ice and shadow. This evolutionary crucible bestowed upon the wolf a remarkable physique. Its long legs, deep chest, and large heart are all adaptations for stamina. A wolf can maintain a steady trot for hours, covering vast distances of 60 miles in a single day, tirelessly tracking its prey. Its paws are large, with splayed toes that act like snowshoes, allowing it to move efficiently across deep snow where other animals would flounder. This is not the body of a brawler. It is the lean, economical frame of a long-distance runner, a perfect engine of pursuit, built to outlast and exhaust its quarry over immense, desolate landscapes. The wolf's senses are exquisitely tuned to this world of silent forests and open tundra. Its hearing can detect the faintest rustle of prey from miles away. Its sense of smell is legendary, perhaps 100 times more sensitive than our own, allowing it to read the story of the landscape, who has passed, how long ago, and in what direction. But perhaps its greatest sensory asset is its sight, particularly its ability to detect motion. In the low light of dawn and dusk, the wolf is in its element, a gray phantom gliding through the trees, its golden eyes missing nothing. Yet these physical attributes are only part of the equation. The true genius of the wolf lies in its social structure. The pack is not merely a group of animals, it is a complex, coordinated unit, a superorganism. Each member has a role, and communication through body language, scent marking, and a sophisticated range of vocalizations is constant. They learn, they teach, and they strategize. This cooperative spirit, honed over countless generations in the face of Ice Age adversity, is the wolf's most formidable weapon. It is the secret to its survival and its enduring reign over the northern wilderness. Far from the frozen north, on the sun-drenched savannas of Africa, a different kind of predator was taking shape. The spotted hyena, Crocuta crocuta, has an evolutionary lineage that is both ancient and surprising. They are not canids, as their dog-like appearance might suggest. They belong to their own unique family, the Hyenidae, which is more closely related to cats and mongooses. Their story is one of adaptation to a world of intense competition, a world where every meal is contested and every resource is fought for. They are born of sun and scarcity, sculpted by the pressures of a brutally competitive ecosystem. The hyena's most defining feature is undoubtedly its incredible physical power. This is a creature built for confrontation. Its forelimbs are long and powerfully muscled, sloping down to shorter hindquarters, giving it a distinctive loping gait. This build is not just for endurance, though they are capable of impressive stamina. It is for generating immense force. The neck and shoulder muscles are exceptionally developed, anchoring a skull that houses the most powerful bite, for its size, of any mammal. This is not the build of a graceful runner, but of a heavyweight brawler, designed to overpower and dominate. This formidable bite is the hyena's key to an ecological niche that few can access. With a bite force exceeding 1,100 pounds per square inch, a hyena can crush the bones of a buffalo or a giraffe with ease. This allows them to consume almost every part of a carcass, bone, hide, and hoof, leaving virtually nothing to waste. This ability, known as osteophagy, is a crucial adaptation in an environment where food can be unpredictable. It is a testament to the hyena's role not just as a hunter, but as the ultimate opportunist, a master of making the most of every single opportunity. But to dismiss the hyena as a mere brute with a strong jaw is a profound underestimation. Their brains are surprisingly large and complex, particularly the frontal cortex, which is associated with social intelligence. They live in large, intricate social groups called clans, which are led by a dominant female. These clans are a whirlwind of politics, alliances, and rivalries. Their social intelligence is considered by some scientists to be on par with that of primates. They are cunning, they are strategic, and they are capable of solving complex problems. Their famous laugh is not a sign of amusement, but a complex form of communication, conveying excitement, frustration, or social status. The hunt is the ultimate expression of a predator's nature. For the gray wolf, the hunt is a symphony of coordination and patience. It often begins with the pack fanning out, testing herds of elk or caribou, looking for a sign of weakness, an older animal, a juvenile, or one that is unwell. Once a target is selected, the true test begins. It is a relentless, psychological game. The pack will harry the animal, running it in relays, nipping at its flanks, forcing it to expend precious energy. They use the landscape to their advantage, driving their prey into deep snow, onto treacherous ice, or towards natural barriers. The kill itself is often a drawn-out affair, a battle of attrition. The wolves do not possess a single killing bite like a great cat. Instead, they work together to wear the animal down, their bites aimed at the fleshy rump and flanks, causing blood loss and exhaustion. It is a grim, efficient process, honed by millennia. The pack's endurance is key. They can keep up the pursuit for miles, their collective stamina far exceeding that of their prey. This is not about explosive power. It is about the slow, inexorable tightening of a net, a testament to the power of persistence and teamwork. The spotted hyena, by contrast, presents a different and perhaps more direct approach to the hunt. While they are famously known as scavengers, they are incredibly effective hunters in their own right, responsible for the majority of their own kills in many regions. A hyena hunt is a spectacle of chaos and power. They may hunt alone or in large groups, and their targets can be as large as zebra, wildebeest, and even young buffalo. Their tactic is often a high-speed chase, reaching speeds of over 35 miles per hour and maintaining it for several miles. Unlike the wolf's strategic targeting of weak points, the hyena's attack is one of brute force. They will latch onto their prey with their powerful jaws and simply not let go. They use their body weight and immense neck strength to drag the animal down. It is a visceral, overwhelming assault. There is less of the surgical precision of the wolf pack and more of an overpowering, chaotic energy. The hyena's hunt is a reflection of its environment, direct, competitive, and brutally effective. It is a strategy built on capitalizing on the moment with overwhelming force. At the heart of any physical confrontation lies the science of biomechanics. Here, the wolf and the hyena present a fascinating and, well, stark contrast. The wolf is a master of kinetic energy and efficiency. Its entire musculoskeletal system is designed for economical, long-distance locomotion. The fusion of bones in its wrist gives it stability for endless trotting, and the deep, narrow chest houses lungs that can process vast amounts of oxygen. The wolf's power is not in a single moment, but distributed over time and distance. It is a creature built to outlast. The wolf's bite, while formidable, is designed for a different purpose than the hyena's. With a bite force of around 400 psi, it is meant for gripping, tearing, and holding on to fleeing prey. The long canine teeth are perfect for puncturing and causing deep wounds, while the carnassial teeth at the back of the jaw slice through meat like shears. This dental arrangement is that of a pursuer, designed to inflict damage on the move and to efficiently process a kill after the exhaustive chase. It is a tool of a marathon runner, not a powerlifter. The spotted hyena, on the other hand, is a biomechanical marvel of force production. Its skull is massively built, with a pronounced sagittal crest, a ridge of bone atop the skull that provides a huge attachment point for the temporalis muscles, the primary muscles for closing the jaw. This anatomical feature, combined with the arched, robust structure of the jaw itself, creates a biological vice. The hyena's bite force, at over 1,100 psi, is more than double that of the wolf. It is a weapon designed not just to kill, but to utterly dismantle. This incredible power is reflected in its teeth. The hyena's premolars are massive, rounded cones, built like anvils to withstand the immense pressures of cracking bone. This gives the hyena an unparalleled advantage. In a direct face-to-face confrontation, a single, well-placed bite from a hyena could be devastating. It could shatter a wolf's leg, crush its skull, or break its spine. This creates a terrifying impasse. The wolf's endurance is pitted against the hyena's instantaneous, catastrophic power. It is a classic paradox, the irresistible force meeting the indefatigable object. The social lives of wolves and hyenas are as different as the landscapes they inhabit, yet both are cornerstones of their success. The wolf pack is often portrayed as a rigid hierarchy with an alpha male and female ruling through aggression. However, modern research reveals a much more nuanced picture. A typical pack is, in fact, a family. It consists of a breeding pair, the parents, and their offspring from various years. The alpha pair are simply the parents, and their leadership is based on experience and the natural deference children give to their elders. This family structure fosters a deep sense of cooperation and shared purpose. Older siblings help to raise and protect the younger pups, teaching them the essential skills of hunting and survival. Knowledge is passed down through generations. The pack is a cohesive unit, bound by ties of blood and mutual dependence. Their success relies on every member working together towards a common goal: the survival and prosperity of the family. This intimate, cooperative model is perfectly suited to the harsh, resource-scarce environments of the North, where teamwork is not just an advantage, but a necessity. The hyena clan, in stark contrast, is a far larger and more complex social arena. Clans can number up to 80 individuals and are structured as a fission-fusion society. This means the large clan often breaks into smaller foraging groups that change composition from day to day. At the top of this complex society is a strict, linear hierarchy, and it is the females who are in charge. A matriarch rules, and her rank, along with the rank of all other clan members, is fiercely maintained. Even the lowest-ranking female is dominant over the highest-ranking male. This society is not a peaceful family. It is a cauldron of political intrigue, alliances, and constant competition. Rank is everything, determining priority access to food and breeding opportunities. Social intelligence is paramount. A hyena must navigate a complex web of relationships, remembering who is friend, who is foe, who is of higher rank, and who can be challenged. This intense social environment has driven the evolution of their remarkable intelligence. It is a society forged in competition, where strength, cunning, and social maneuvering are the keys to power. The clan is a political machine, as much as it is a survival unit. To understand these animals is to delve into their minds, to explore the psychological drivers of their behavior. The wolf possesses a psychology of cautious intelligence and strategic patience. It is an animal that thinks several steps ahead. When testing a herd, it is not just looking for physical weakness, but for psychological vulnerability. It is assessing the herd's resolve. This is a calculating mind, one that weighs risk and reward carefully. A failed hunt can mean a devastating loss of energy, so decisions are not made lightly. Territoriality is deeply ingrained in the wolf's psyche. A pack's territory is its lifeblood, a sacred ground that contains all the resources it needs to survive. They will defend it fiercely from rival packs. This defense is often ritualistic, involving howling and scent marking to advertise their presence and avoid direct, costly conflict. Direct confrontation is a last resort. The wolf's psychology is one of a provider and a guardian, focused on the long-term security of its family and its home. It is a mindset of careful, strategic control. The mind of the spotted hyena is a different entity entirely. It is a psychology shaped by opportunism and aggressive competition. The hyena is endlessly curious and incredibly bold. Where a wolf might be cautious, a hyena is more likely to investigate, to test boundaries. This boldness serves it well in an environment where hesitation can mean a lost meal. They are not afraid of confrontation and will readily challenge other predators, including lions, for control of a kill. Their psychology is one of assertive dominance. This is coupled with a surprising degree of cognitive flexibility. Hyenas have demonstrated problem-solving abilities that rival those of primates. In one experiment, captive hyenas had to figure out how to pull on two ropes in tandem to access a food reward, a task they solved more readily than chimpanzees. This reveals a mind that is not just aggressive, but also innovative and adaptable. The hyena's psychology is a potent combination of brute confidence and sophisticated cunning, a mind perfectly equipped to exploit any opportunity that presents itself in the chaotic theater of the African savanna. Let us imagine the impossible, a neutral territory, a valley where the northern forests meet the southern plains. Here, a lone gray wolf, a prime male scout separated from its pack, encounters a solitary spotted hyena, also a powerful individual on the periphery of its clan's range. The initial encounter would be one of intense curiosity and deep-seated animosity. They are alien to one another, yet they would recognize the scent of a rival predator. The wolf, with its lighter build and longer legs, appears more agile. The hyena, with its sloping back and massive neck, looks undeniably more powerful. The confrontation would begin with a psychological war. The wolf would use posture and subtle threats, a low growl rumbling in its chest, its lips curled back to display its long canines. It would circle, testing, looking for an opening, relying on its agility to stay out of range. The hyena would likely be more direct. Its posture would be aggressive, its tail held high, and it might emit a series of whoops or low growls. It would not waste time with complex circling. Its instinct would be to close the distance and bring its primary weapon to bear. Should the encounter escalate to a physical fight, it would be a clash of fundamentally different strategies. The wolf's only chance would be a war of movement. It would need to use its superior agility to dodge, weave, and inflict quick tearing bites, aiming for the hyena's less muscled hindquarters or flanks. It would be a death by 1,000 cuts strategy, trying to wear the hyena down, cause blood loss, and exhaust its more heavily built opponent. The wolf must avoid being pinned at all costs. The hyena's objective would be the opposite. It needs only one good opportunity. It would try to weather the wolf's attacks using its thick skin and powerful frame to absorb the damage, waiting for the moment the wolf miscalculates. A single, successful grab with its jaws could end the fight decisively. A crushed leg, a broken spine, a hold on the neck, any of these would be catastrophic for the wolf. The fight becomes a terrifying gamble, the wolf's endurance and agility against the ticking clock of the hyena's fight-ending power. It is a battle of motion versus the moment. So, who emerges victorious from this ghostly arena? The truth is, there is no simple answer. In a one-on-one encounter, the odds would likely favor the spotted hyena. Its sheer power, formidable bite, and aggressive nature give it a decisive advantage in a direct physical conflict. The wolf's strengths lie in the chase and the pack, assets that are nullified in a solitary duel. The hyena is a brawler, built for this very type of confrontation. A single mistake from the wolf would be its last. The hyena's bone-crushing jaws represent a brutal, final authority. But what if we change the parameters? What if it is not a duel, but a battle of groups? A pack of 10 wolves against a clan of 10 hyenas. Here the equation becomes infinitely more complex. The wolves, with their familial bonds and coordinated hunting tactics, might have the edge in strategic cohesion. The hyenas, however, are larger on average, and each individual possesses that same devastating bite. The battle would become a chaotic melee, a maelstrom of cunning and ferocity, and the outcome would be horrifyingly uncertain, likely depending on leadership, terrain, and sheer chance. This hypothetical conflict forces us to confront a deeply unsettling paradox about the nature of power. Does true dominance lie in individual, overwhelming strength or in collective, strategic intelligence? The hyena represents the power of the individual perfected, a weaponized body. The wolf embodies the power of the collective, a social superorganism. Their clash is a philosophical one, a question that nature itself has not answered, for it has allowed both to thrive in their separate worlds. They are two different, yet equally valid answers to the question of what it takes to be a top predator. And so, we are left not with a victor, but with a profound and haunting question. What does it truly mean to be dominant? Is it the ability to shatter bone with a single bite, or the intelligence to outwit and outlast an entire ecosystem? The answer remains elusive, hidden in the shadows of the wild. It reminds us that our human understanding of power is limited, and that in the grand, brutal theater of nature, there are truths far more complex and terrifying than we can imagine. The debate continues, in the whispers of the forest and the cackles on the plain, a story that we must continue to explore. For in understanding them, we may learn something profound about the nature of survival itself.